Hi, welcome to Hot Seat. I'm your host Ihab Basher. Today our guest here is Miss Sadhna Venkatesh.
Hello, thank you so much.
She's a well-known actress for her role as Papa in the movie Perambu. So Sadhna, we know that you have acted in Thangamingal and Perambu. Before we dive into the questions, we would like to know how you got into acting.
So that's a very, very long story. So my family does not have any background in acting. So acting in itself was a very new realm for me. But my mom is a dancer, and I was exposed to dance at a very young age. So expressions and flexibility with body was a thing that was in me, but I never thought acting would actually happen. So I was really young when I got the opportunity to act. I was, I think, 9 years old. So I was at my mom's place where I was dancing because my mom was taking dance classes there. And through a common friend, we got to know about director Ram, who took the movie, both Thangamingal and Peranbu. And he was looking for a young girl for the role of Chellamma in Thangamingal, and I was this girl who was just jumping around here and there, and I was just being myself. I didn't know anything about acting. I was just being myself, and Ram uncle saw me, and I literally, Chellamma and Sadhna, there isn't any difference. I'm literally the same as the role of Chellamma. So yeah, that's how I got into acting. So Ram uncle called me in. I had 2 months of auditions, and then I went on to act in the movie of Thangamingal. And then later on, Ram uncle again approached me for the movie of Peranbu. So that's how the story is.
That was nice to hear. Also, were you the first one in a family to get into acting?
I was the first one in my family to get into the field of acting because, as I told, no one in my family has the whole background of acting and all that. So I think my uncle was Chandra Bose. He was a music director. He's no more. He was a music director, but otherwise no one has been in the acting field as such.
Alright, now it's time to get to know you better. We have few questions that we would like to ask. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first question is, how did you prepare yourself from being Chellamma to the role of Papa?
In order to change from Chellamma to Papa, it was a drastic change for me because, as I told, Chellamma and Sadhna, they aren't two people. It's literally the same because, you know, I've never liked school. I was always, you know, this fun girl just jumping around, laughing around. But Papa is a far more serious character. And if you see, Papa is a lot more innocent because even though she's the age of like 15, 16, her brain development is only of that of say a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old. So for me to become a child again, it was a huge thing. So what I would say is Papa as a character has taught me a lot in life. Even till today, if I have certain values in my life, if I value the child in me so much, it's only because of Papa. So it was a very, very drastic change, and it was really, really hard. So what all I did was I had to spend a lot of time with these kids because I acted as a spastic child in the movie. So since it was a mentally and physically challenged person, I had to spend a lot of time with those kinds of people, where I had to observe how their minds worked, how they walked, how they spoke, how they behaved. And I had to literally transform myself, not only mentally but physically too. So Chellamma, it was just me living my own character, but Papa was me transforming myself to a character that still lives with me.
Now we understand it was challenging for you to play the role of Papa. So how did you prepare yourself?
It was a very strenuous process for me because I still remember when Ram uncle first came to me and spoke to me that I'll be doing the role of a quadriplegic child with both mental and physical challenges. I was just set back because I didn't know if I would be, you know, able to do that kind of a role. And also it was a big responsibility given in my hand because I will be representing all those spastic children, right? So I was really, really scared, and I was doubting myself. But then I worked for almost 3 to 4 months for just the character. I still remember I went to Spastic Society, I went to so many homes, I visited so many people at their houses where I spent day in and day out with those kids. I would take videos of how they ate, how they spoke, how they walked, and I had two physiotherapists who worked with me, who saw like they were right next to me, telling me, okay, no, this you should maybe do it that way. You should maybe do it this way. So I'd learned 7 types of walks, 7 types of saying appa, 7 types of smiling, 7 types of crying. I had literally learned 7 different mannerisms of 7 different types of spastic children. And I still remember, before going to shoot, I had 7 characters in my head for Papa, and on set Ram uncle was like, you just bring all those 7 characters together, merge all of them together, and that's how we created Papa. So it was just on set where like I was surrounded by 40-50 people, and Ram uncle was just like, you go to that bridge, you're going to walk as a spastic child and come. Till then, no one knew that the movie was about, a specially challenged kid, or they didn't know what the story was about. But when they saw me walking like that, everyone was like, what's happening? So I think I really feel blessed and fortunate enough to have gotten this opportunity, because it was something where I realized what I was. I realized how hard life is for people like this, and it just made me be more thankful that we all have so much more in life to look forward to. So yeah. That's how the journey was for me to become Papa.
So the next question is, what was it like to receive the Best Child Artist in 2014, and that too from the former President Pranab Mukherjee?
I actually don't know what to say. I just, again, I feel really blessed and really fortunate enough that I got an award like that. We actually, none of us expected that I would get the national award and everything. In fact, I didn't even know Ram uncle had applied for the award. It was just like, Ram uncle was like, you put Doordarshan on the TV, and then we switched it on, and then I was just on, and then they just announced that for Thangameen Girl, Sadhna got the award. And I still remember, as a family, we were literally like, what's happening? We didn't expect that at all. So again, I would like to thank God for giving me such an amazing opportunity, and again Ram uncle for finding me, my parents, my family who have supported me no matter what, all the people on the set, right from the cinematographer to the technicians who worked throughout, to all the audience. I think Thangameen Girl was a huge success because of all the people who watched the movie in the first place. So I think without all of them, I am nothing. So again, I would just like to thank all of you. That's it.
Thank you so much, Sadhna, for being here with us on our first show of Hot Seat. It was a pleasure to have you here with us, and thank you so much for sharing your stories and for your valuable time. I'm your host Ihab Basher, signing off. Until next time, take care.